Roll. Ready? Okay, I'm going to call the Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026 regular session of council to order at 6 p.m. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Ms. Gersh. Here. Mrs. Grayura. Here. Mr. Krakowski.
Here.
Mr. Moran. Mr. Dunman.
Here. Okay, we have a quorum. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. If we could take a brief moment of silence for the passing of former resident Connie Doan, as well as Miss Betty Iacona. Thank you. Council, do you have any good in welfare?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to excuse Mr. Moran, who is still recovering from surgery.
Move to the second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Okay, we're going to, so the council is aware, or the public is aware, we're going to be entering a brief executive session to the purpose for the discussion. Can I have a motion for the discussion of to enter executive session for discussion of personnel issues to consider appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, pending and potential litigation and property acquisitions if necessary.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Ms. Gersh. Yes. Mrs. Grayura.
Yes.
Mr. Krakowski.
Yes.
Mr. Dunman.
Yes. Okay, we are in executive session. We're going to be moving to the conference room, council, and Mr. Rufa and Ms. Nagorski.
For my sister. For my sister. Is that what you're asking? Over that? No, that's what I said. Sometimes we just have to send them notes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a thing.
Okay, can I have a motion to resume regular session?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Ms. Gersh. Mrs. Griora.
Yes.
Mr. Kirkowski.
Yes.
Mr. Dunman.
Yes.
Regular session resumed at 6:46 PM. Have a motion for the approval of the January 2026 regular session of council meeting minutes, as well as the January 20th, 2026 Volunteer Firefighter Dependents Fund Board meeting minutes.
So moved. Second.
Moving to second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Council has before them Resolution 26-04 presented for first reading. Clerk, will you please read the resolution?
A resolution adopting the rules of council is attached here too, repealing any and all previous rules of council and declaring an emergency.
Any questions, comments?
My understanding is this is going on first reading.
Yeah, it is. However, if you choose to amend the agenda and read it on,
You okay? Go ahead. I'd like to amend and put it on third reading.
all right, so make a motion to adopt it on emergency and suspension of rules.
Mayor, I make a motion that resolution 26-04 be adopted, rules suspended, and that 26-04 be placed on its first, second, and final reading for immediate adoption.
Please call the roll for suspension of rules.
Ms. Gersh.
Yeah.
Mrs. Griora.
Yes.
Mr. Kirkowski.
Yes.
Mr. Dunman.
Yes.
Please call the roll to adopt.
Ms. Gersh.
Yeah.
Mrs. Griora.
Yes.
Mr. Kirkowski.
Yes.
Mr. Dunman.
Yes.
Resolution 26-04 is adopted. Council has before them Resolution 26-05 presented for suspension of rules and adoption. Clerk, will you please read the resolution?
A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract for engineering services for the time period from April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2027 with OHM Advisors and declaring an emergency.
Mayor, I move that resolution 26-05 be adopted, rules suspended, and that resolution 26-05 be placed on its first, second, and final reading for immediate passage. Second.
Are there questions? Please call the roll for suspension of rules.
Ms. Gersh.
Yeah.
Mrs. Griora.
Yes.
Mr. Kirkowski.
Yes.
Mr. Dunman.
Yes.
Please call the roll to adopt.
Ms. Gersh.
Yeah.
Mrs. Griora.
Yeah.
Mr. Kirkowski.
Yes.
Mr. Dunman.
Yes.
Resolution 26-05 is adopted. Council has before them payroll resolutions 4684, 4685, and 4686 presented for suspension of rules. Clerk, will you please read the resolutions?
Payroll Resolution 4684, December 2025 disbursements, a resolution authorizing and directing the payment of certain bills. Be it resolved by the council of the village of Newburgh Heights of Ohio that the following bills be paid and the same are hereby approved. And the fiscal officer and mayor are hereby respectfully authorized to draw their warrants and checks for payment of said bills as set forth on the following pages in the total amount of $1,641,818.80 and declaring an emergency. Payroll Resolution 4685, a resolution authorizing and directing the payment of certain bills. Be it resolved by the council of the village of Newburgh Heights of Ohio that the following bills be paid and the same are hereby approved. And the fiscal officer and mayor are hereby respectfully authorized to draw their warrants and checks for payment of said bills as set forth on the following pages in the total amount of $111,254.43 and declaring an emergency. Payroll Resolution 4686, a resolution authorizing and directing the payment of certain bills. Be it resolved by the council of the village of Newburgh Heights of Ohio that the following bills be paid and the same are hereby approved. And the fiscal officer and mayor are hereby respectfully authorized to draw the warrants and checks for payment of said bills that's set forth on the following pages in the total amount of $110,248.05 and declaring an emergency.
Mayor, I move that payroll resolutions 4684, 4685, 4686 be adopted, rules suspended, and that payroll resolutions 4684, 4685, and 4686 be placed on their first, second, and final reading for immediate passage.
Please call the roll for suspension of rules.
Ms. Gersh,
Yes.
Mrs. Grayura,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkowski,
Yes.
Mr. Dunman,
Yes. Please call the roll to adopt.
Ms. Gersh,
Yes.
Mrs. Grayura,
Yes.
Mr. Kirkowski,
Yes.
Mr. Dunman.
Yes. Payroll resolutions 4684, 4685, and 4686 are adopted. Moving on to reports. Councilwoman Gersh, the floor is yours. Microphone, please.
I just want to say thank you to the service department for the outstanding job that they did these last 2 weeks clearing the snow. It was so nice to get up in the morning and not be stuck in the street.
Thank you. Councilwoman Grayura.
I have two things. I'd like to thank the mayor, the police department, the service department, and the fire department for help with the grant that we just applied for. Council applied for another $10,000 playground grant. We don't know if we've received it yet, but this grant was much more involved than the first go around, and I could not have completed this grant without the help of my colleagues and without the help of all of the department heads and the mayor. So it was truly a village effort. I also, at the end of every year, typically talk about what we've accomplished this year, but this year was a little bit special. When we lost Mrs. Cray, I had a lot of residents come forward and ask me, hey, what's it like to be on council? It just seems like, 2 hours a month. And as I got the 2 or 3, 4, 10 comments like that, I thought maybe I need to just share a little bit of what it's like. And I'm sure mostly my colleagues would agree. It's not just 2 hours a month. While the meetings aired on social media appear to be 2 hours a month, it's not because we only meet for 2 hours a month. It's because that we've done our homework and we've done the research prior to the meeting. This current administration, the mayor, the clerk of council, we get the agenda about 6 days before. So each of us has an opportunity to review it online. We also have paper copies. We have all of the documentation we have and need from the service department, from the fire department, from any department who needs additional pieces of equipment. We could have additional questions at the meeting, but typically we get them answered before. So by the time we come to this meeting, we're pretty much prepared and we know, yes, it's a go, or no, it's not a go. We have passed 40 pieces of legislation and 30 pieces of resolutions. We also get those in plenty of time to do it. But all of the approvals that you hear us just rolling through, yes, 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 it means that I'm going to pick on the police department. We have several officers, they punch their own time cards, but we also have supervisors. They look at that payroll. Once the supervisors look at it, it kicks up to the lieutenants look at it, the chief looks at it, the assistant payroll clerk looks at it, the fiscal officer looks at it, the finance committee looks at it. So when we're approving all these payroll resolutions, it's not like willy-nilly. It's already been looked at and each department does the same thing. We welcome participation. When people ask me the question, I didn't get mad, but I thought really people don't seem to understand. It's a lot of work. We have committee meetings. We had 23 meetings last year. We typically have 1 meeting a month except for August. And this year we had 23 meetings. There was a lot going on and a lot we needed to do. We also participate in ad hoc committees. We have an air pollution committee meeting going on now. And most of the members here have either been on a planning commission, zoning commission, safety meetings. We do a lot of other things beside that. We respond to people who call us, email us, stop us at Giant Eagle, and we try to answer any questions we can. If we can't, we'll just refer them to the correct department head. We're always looking for ways to improve our community partnerships as well. We worked with the bakery this year quite a bit. We worked with the American Legion quite a bit. We've had people from Flash Automotive volunteer and donate things for us. So we really do try to involve not only the residents, but the community partners as well. This year, one of our, I think, crowning achievements was the park that went in the 50s. If you haven't been over there on the corner of Brown and 44th, there's a beautiful little pocket park that we worked hard to get done. And again, couldn't have been done without the fire department turning on the water and the service department putting in the mulch and the police department patrolling and making sure it's safe. The mayor had the idea to, convert that piece of property. So it really does take a village. And I want to say that this year I've been on council now 4 years this time, and it's very different in this administration. We have no problem contacting department heads now. We are fully allowed to talk to them, which wasn't always true before. We work with attorneys, we work with contractors, and we really do try to engage residents and businesses and guests. And just to reiterate, we don't mind comments, positive or negative. You know, we get a lot of each. And if you want to be interested, you want to be involved, we have committee meetings, we have council meetings, you can watch it online. There are boards and commissions you can participate in. And I know this is true from all of my colleagues. We are committed to this village and we look forward to an even greater 2026. That is all. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you. Councilman Kirkowski.
I just wanted to take time and thank everybody for the opportunity. I'll try my best, and I encourage everybody to reach out, you know, if there's questions or any concerns. I'm here for everybody, so.
Thank you. Councilman Dunman.
Thank you.
Okay. My report, I want to actually comment because I know we have a fairly decent crowd here today. I made the news like 4 times on 3 different stations this week. So I actually want to talk specifically about Channel 3 News's expose that they've decided to establish and run for me, and really focuses on my personal life and personal business in particular as it relates to traffic cameras. What I really want to talk about more than anything is I want the public of Newburgh Heights to understand that there is absolutely zero illegal or unethical about my personal business. It is not intertwined or interact in any way or capacity with the village of Newburgh Heights. It doesn't conflict. And it, quite frankly, feels a lot like a news station taking the opportunity to trash on me. So if you really want to know the entirety of the interview that occurred between Channel 3 News and I, please go to my YouTube page. There's a 40-minute recording of it. What you saw on the news was about 3 minutes of what actually was talked about. So I want to reassure the residents of Newburgh Heights, there is absolutely zero inappropriate or unethical or activity occurring as it relates to my private business. It does not interact with Newburgh Heights. The oddity and the irony is that there are 5 camera companies doing business in Cuyahoga County. There are mayors, council people, law directors, all over the state of Ohio with multiple sources of income and employment. Mine is no exception. I've always had another source of employment since the entire time I've been an elected official in Newburgh Heights. That's not new. Channel 3 has decided that it's relevant for some reason, mostly because my guess is one of their employees probably got a speeding ticket. My report, council, do you have any questions for me?
Council, you have a couple of reports from the finance office. We'll start with the December 2025 fund cash report. A little bit behind, but it will help you as we consider the budget coming up here. General fund receipts for December 2025 were $599,756.08. General fund disbursements in December 2025 were $880,973.38. And the unexpended balance in the general fund in December 2025 was $23,602.80. All funds receipts in December 2025 were $1,815,031.61. All funds disbursements in December 2025 were $1,641,818.80. And the unexpended balance in all funds in December 2025 was $885,648.25. Questions from council? Comments from council? No reader report at this point. We'll get you in March. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Chief Majoy?
I have nothing at this time unless council has questions for me.
Council, you have questions for the chief?
I wanna, he was at the event Saturday at the house across the street and he conducted himself in a professional manner. Please tell him.
Can I urge council to use their microphones?
Oh, I'm sorry. I talk loud. Oh, you can't hear me?
Thank you. Chief Watts?
There's no new business unless there's any question.
Okay.
Nope, I'm sorry. I was asked if council, this body would like to see the new piece of equipment that the fire department has had permanently installed. Is that still a go, Mayor, at the end of the meeting?
Does could you bring it over or?
That's up to you. Yeah, I could have them bring it over here.
Do you guys want
Unless
to?
you want to go there and see it, or if you want to come here and stand outside.
What are we looking at?
It's
It's the lift.
I have an appointment tomorrow, so.
It's the lift that we purchased.
Yeah.
Or do you want to or do you want to go make time on your own? Okay. Don't worry about it, chief. We're good.
Sure, yeah,
Yep.
whenever you want to see or whatever, we're there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Demonstrate and show you. Thank you.
Ms. Schickler?
I don't have anything unless council has any specific questions.
Ms. Schickler, we talked last meeting about the new business that appears to have moved in across from the Village Hall, Cooper
Disposal.
Disposal. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I'm gonna interject because there's potentially legal ramifications and issues that relates to this. At this time, we're not gonna comment on it. The action is being taken, but that's the extent of our public comment.
Thank you.
Anything further? Okay, thank you. I didn't mean to be abrupt, but I just wanted to. Mr. Sickles?
Thank you. The update I have is there are 2 projects that are currently out to bid, actually 3 projects altogether. There is a Beta and a little piece of East 42nd sewer separation project that's out to bid right now. And Gamma water main replacement and road resurfacing. Each of those are a separate project for this, a separate part for the same project. Also bring up that on Beta Avenue, the plan for that, because there's several or a lot, the sewer separation project will replace the street from the back of the walk to the back of the walk, down the street. That includes tree removal and replacement in the fall. That tree clearing will probably, or it has to happen prior to April 1st. There are certain EPA guidelines in case there's any Indiana bats in any of our trees, so we have to make sure those trees are down by April 1st. So that will come ahead of the actual construction of the overall project. And that's my report.
Questions for Mr. Sickles? Okay. Mr. Bissler?
Council has my report. I really have nothing at this time.
Questions? Okay. Moving on to purchase approvals, council has before them, can I have a motion for the approval of the December 2025 fund cash report.
So moved?
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Council has before them approval of the appointment of William Mayer. Excuse me, we struck that. Council has before them the approval of appointment of Charles Eppinger Jr. to full-time firefighter for the Newburgh Heights Fire Department. Is there a motion?
Yes, so moved. Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Council has before them the approval, can I have a motion for the approval of the 2026 council committees as presented.
So moved? Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. You have the approval of the appointment of Michael Sabatini to the Board of Zoning Appeals with the term expiring 1/1/2027. You know, council knows Mr. Sabatini and interviewed him for the council vacancy seat. And he is actually in the audience this evening and looking to continue his engagement with the village.
Is he replacing somebody? Because I noticed the term is short.
Yes, he's replacing Jason.
Oh.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Congratulations. You might not be agreeing with me soon, but you're in now. Can I have a motion for the improvement of the appointment of Selena Pagan to the Board of Zoning Appeals with a term expiring 1/1/2031?
So moved. Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. And can I have a motion or an approval for the appointment of Craig Combs to the Planning Commission?
So moved.
Can you give that, I'm sorry, can you give us the term for that?
I can't.
Okay.
It's the only vacancy on the Planning Commission. Thank you. I should have written that down. I did not.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Okay, I have two additional items. First is, can I have a motion for the approval to spend up to
65,000.
on 4011 East 42nd Street?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposition? Any abstentions? Motion carries. And council has before them, you were provided, and I apologize, we just got this data and this information today. It is for the maintenance on the fire engine. So once the engine went in, the council had approved $18,000, up to $18,000 last year. When it went in, it was determined that there were significantly more issues to be repaired. I just spoke with the chief about this, but we're asking for approval up to $43,610.02 on the estimate, the service estimate 22,140 that's in front of you. Please, and the chief just told us, please recognize and understand that this actually could go up slightly again because there are some damage to a couple of the tires. The tires may need to be replaced, and he does think that that's likely. So as of right now, we're looking at approval of the estimate of $43,610.02.
Mayor, is that 43,000 minus the 18 we already did, or in addition to?
It includes it. It includes the 18,000.
Right.
Yeah. So it's really basically another 24,000.
25,650. Minus the 1,100.
Which will be next.
What happens if we don't pay this tonight?
They keep our fire engine.
Still we get around the paying?
Still we get around to paying it.
So looking at this, or is this something that we're gonna do no matter what?
So I can tell you that to get a sense of cost for what these were going to be, the chief did go out there and presented an item, the windshield actually, to other other repair places. So this quote you got for 1,100 for the windshield, and the other entity that he got a quote came in at double that, more than double that actually. So he has gone and kind of priced out who he thought would give us the best deal.
Because they're not charging us labor for that?
I don't know the answer to that. I didn't specifically ask that question.
Is the exhaust covered? I thought that was a motor vehicle accident. Is that covered by insurance at all or no?
I think we did get the check for the damage to the exhaust on. But that's not in the
Exhaust system repair completed. So that's not on here, the 2145?
I don't have, I would have to go through and read line by line, Michelle. I really can't.
Me
answer that
too.
question.
That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so if it's completed, Officer Wise, do you know if it's completed?
I-
The exhaust,
Engine complete.
the exhaust.
Far as I know, exhausted.
But I do know, I'm almost certain that we received the check for the damage on the exhaust already. Insurance company.
I believe what happened was there were temporary repairs made
I believe.
related to the insurance, and this is the permanent
Permanent.
repair.
Okay. Jeez.
These are essentially $1 million pieces of equipment. Right, and this one is 18 years old, as an example. The reality is we don't have a whole lot of options. I mean, it's the
Is it ready to come back? And all
No.
we have to do is pay?
It's still.
Council, what's your pleasure?
I have another question.
Yep.
So as far as we know, the only add-ons to this would be tires or tire damage repair, whatever that entails.
I believe that would. I don't think there's anything to do with like pop up, but. At 18 years old, fix one thing and something else may happen.
How much can we sell it for?
your option is not to repair it.
Or delay?
Well, it looks like
So
it's
what?
mostly repaired.
What goes up? What happens when you delay? Costs go up.
Some fun though.
Independent probably will want their equipment back, yes.
Actually,
No charges for that rental, right? No, for Pelican? No, they won't.
but I believe we carry additional
We
insurance.
do, we carry additional insurance.
So there is a, that we incur,
Just make sure.
just not to know.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve the cost to AFS, American Fleet Services, not to exceed $43,610.02. Anyone? I was just. We did get a second.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Oh,
Motion carries.
that hurt. Yeah, big, that hurt.
Can I have a motion for the approval of $1,100 to American Fleet Services for the repair of the windshield.
So
Moved, is there a second?
Wait, that's on the.
That's a different dollars.
It's an additional 11.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Okay. I have nothing further for purchases and approvals. Council, do you have anything? Okay, portion of the meeting, we open the floor to the public for comment. We simply ask that you state your name and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Direct your comments or questions to myself or a member of council. If we need a department head, we'll bring them in. Do you have any questions or comments? Anybody from the public? Okay, I have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Meeting adjourned at 7:16 PM.